Hello, greetings from the wide, wild, wacky world of Indian bus travel. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas Eve. I'm having a very interesting one. I was intending to surprise my family and be home for Christmas yesterday, but flights were canceled, and so I'm just exploring what further opportunities and awesomeness India has for me. I decided to stay until January 13th, and then we'll see what goes from there. I just wanted to wish you a wonderful and Merry Christmas, awesome time with family, awesome holiday season, just enjoying each other, enjoying love and connection, enjoying the memories, the positivity from the past. I know that during this time, sometimes we can feel stress. We feel like we have to do so much. We have to put on a face. We have to make things. And so it can feel stressful. But if we can step back for a moment, I know for myself, I did a lot of intentional and unintentional remembering during those 93 days in darkness. And the vast majority that came up for me were positive, happy memories. So many of the just little, what we would think of as mundane, just the day-to-day, just the little bits, just sharing a little meal or having a little joke or just being in each other's presence, During the 93 days, I chose to take 1 week for each member of my family, so 5 weeks, and then 1 week for myself as well. And during each of those weeks, I would use part of the day to just go into memories and think about, remember, and just explore, meander through. I would get little whispers of memories and just explore into it and feel all this gratitude and positivity for all these incredible experiences and things that we shared together. I felt so much gratitude. And then another part of the day, I would do similar sort, but I would go into past memories that were challenging, that maybe I had created some story about, that I've tied some negative emotion to, that's limiting my relationship with them in some way. And I would go in and I would just experience that memory, and I would release the emotions. Experience the memory, release the emotion. Experience the memory and imagine, visualize how I could have responded in a positive, loving way. And often it would take 4, 5, 6 tries to get the emotion down, but then it would. And then a third part of the day, I would visualize being with that person and having incredible future experiences, and how will I interact, how does ideal Sam interact in these sorts of situations, whether or not it's challenging, whether or not it's perfect, how do we interact and what are we doing? We're with my mother and we're exploring a new country together. I'm with my father and we're canoeing. I'm with my older brother and we're climbing a mountain. I'm with my younger brother and we're getting back into paintball like we used to when we were kids. I'm with my sister and we're exploring India. Fabulous, wonderful, unique India. And I would do that for 1 week and I would build. So I would visualize us as being older and older so that I'm experiencing and preparing myself mentally and physically. I'm feeling the emotions inside of what it will be like as we're older, when we're 50, when we're 60, when we have something challenging happen like a child sick or something like that. And at the end of those 7 days, I visualized each one passing away. I visualized being with them on their deathbed and supporting and loving them as they move beyond this physical plane. And feeling those emotions and preparing myself for that in a way to not have to fear it, but to be able to give them love and support. And doing this for those weeks, and then just throughout these 3 months, it just came so strong to me how important family is, how special and incredible family is, and how the vast majority of our experiences have been positive and have been things that I'm so grateful for, that have really assisted in shaping who I am. And those sorts of statements that I just made, I've said them and heard them many times. They have kind of become a trope for me for years. And I had kind of gotten to the place where I was like, oh, well, yes, family is of course special, but everyone is special. We're all equal. And, so if things are challenging with family right now, maybe I'm not going to feel as much of an impetus to give as much effort. And this time I was like, wow, it just came so full on. And I also realized how much I've been taking them for granted. My father, I realized, even though I've known it, I hadn't actually thought about it. He'll be 70 in a half a year. My mother will be 65 in a year and a half. And I've been thinking of them and treating them as if they're going to be around forever, and as if they're in their 40s, or as if they're like a peer of mine or something, And I was like, whoa, it's time to make this a higher priority with everyone, my siblings included. We've been very blessed, a family of 6. We've been very blessed to not have any serious physical injuries, any serious illnesses. Thankfully, some of our family members were able to move through COVID without any seriousness. And so for decades, we've all been in quite good shape. And that's something to be very grateful for, but that's definitely not guaranteed. So, though I'm not able to share it with them personally right now in person, I'm definitely just continuing to love them as best as I can. The best that I can. And the perfect timing. It's time to head out. But I hope that you may have an incredible and wonderful time with your family during this period. May it be blessings, and may this be yet more awesome memories that y'all are making and sharing together. Love you. Adios.